The climate change, which is largely responsible for these dramatic changes in weather patterns, so say the experts, climate change is wreaking havoc on farms and orchards. We're a business program. You and I talk business every night. So let's put it into that context. Nowhere are we seeing this more than with orange juice, the frozen concentrate, as it's known as. Its prices have nearly doubled in the last few years due to supply constraints. Severe heat and drought have decimated production in Brazil, which interestingly is the world's largest orange exporter. So the orange juice itself is becoming more and more expensive, or the concentrate is. And now, of course, if your oranges are expensive, well, you now want to maybe put a bit of mango in there, or maybe a bit of grapefruit. You could add some apple. In other words, throw in some pears. All of these could either be substitutes or potential additions to the orange juice to help keep the prices under control. But what about to the farmers? Tony Marquez is the owner of the Pearson Ranch in California. He grows oranges, pomelos, and other citrus fruits. Tony, you are feeling the effect, aren't you, of this higher price for concentrate? But are you also feeling the downside, which is the drought, the disease that's pushing up the price of orange juice in places like Brazil?
I think basically what you're looking at is a supply and demand issue. Probably the best example of short supply from Florida would be due to the Asian citrus psyllid creating the Huanglongbing or citrus greening disease. Let me give you a number here so kind of put it in context. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, in 2004, Florida produced 242 million boxes of oranges. By 2022, that number had dropped to only 41 million boxes. So that's a huge number of loss in oranges, and a lot of that due to the Asian citrus psyllid and the HLB or citrus greening disease.
Now, if we then look and we factor in, for example, the Brazilian situation, I mean, do you benefit from the fact that wholesale prices in the markets are higher, regardless of your other costs, which we'll come on to in a moment, such as labor and the like? But are you being able to sell your oranges for a higher price?
You know, with farming, everything is, we have to look at everything in terms of how much can you actually make after all of your costs. In California, where we farm, our costs continue to go up. Our labor costs, fuel, fertilizer, insurance is just incredible, and it really hits our bottom line. So, and of course, the markets, because we sell a lot of our product to, everyone online. There's only so much that the market will bear, and we can only charge so much before they say, no, we're not buying it.
Right. In other words, you're having to eat the margin yourself in that sense. Let's talk about the necessity for guest workers. And that. How difficult now is it for you to get a labour force to pick the oranges and to do the highly labour-intensive work necessary in orchard agriculture?
It's somewhat difficult. It just depends on the time of season for citrus, which is primarily harvested during the winter months. There's a little bit more availability, but as we move on into spring months when the cherries start coming on, then we start to see a little bit less labor. But as far as, migrant farm labor in the United States, it has been crucial to agriculture in the U.S., including, especially California, since the Bracero program in 1942, which went on for 22 years due to the shortage of workers because of, Americans going to work.
Is the system broken? Does it need to be fixed? And I'm not talking about people coming across borders illegally. I'm talking about the ability to have a guest worker program that provides the necessary labor for a crucial industry to the U.S. economy. Is that system broken?
I wouldn't go so far as say it's broken, but what it really comes down to is because we have enough people in the United States to harvest fruit. What the problem is finding enough people willing to do that job, and the necessity of migrant farm labor is because it's a job where, like I said, we primarily harvest in the wintertime. They got to get up early. It's cold. Sometimes it's muddy. They have to work all day. It's very, very, labor intensive. And so, finding people in this country to do it, you can't find them. So if we need to bring in farm labor from
Right.
from Mexico, then that's what we need to do if people want to eat.
If you've got an orange, and I'm sure you've got more than one orange in your orchard, are you better off selling it for orange juice or to a consumer to buy it in the shop?
Fresh market's always more because a lot of times, and what people don't understand about juice oranges, it's when you
Yeah,
sell oranges on the fresh market, it's what's left over that doesn't make the grade. It maybe have some blemishes on it, it's out of
yeah.
the size is quite right, and that goes to the juice market because they're just going to crush them and juice them anyway.
Tony, I'm going to invite myself to your orchards, and we'll come and do Questmeans business at some point next year, hopefully, and we'll be. I'll pick some oranges for you.
Sounds great. We'll love to have you, Richard.
Excellent. Thank you. We're always inviting ourselves around the world. Thank you, sir.